Hi, and welcome to Forest Green Artificial Grass, the place where you can find many styles of turf and all the supplies that can appeal to every need and project. On today's video, we will show you how to make the perfect artificial turf installation. Unroll the artificial grass at the beginning of the project. This accomplishes a couple of things. Your artificial grass has been rolled up tightly for at least a week or longer, so the fibers are going to be tightly matted down. Allowing your unrolled grass to sit in the sun for an hour or two allows it to breathe. The fibers will begin to naturally stand up on their own. Artificial grass by nature is a little expansive, so allowing the grass to sit and roll in the sun allows the bag to warm up, ensures that you will get a good tight stretch during the installation process. Also, the warmer the backing, the more pliable the grass will be, and the faster it will take out to shape any undulations, and the easier it will be to work out any wrinkles. The first step in installing artificial grass is the subbase preparation. A good subbase is the foundation of a lasting, beautiful install. Excavation. A good rule of thumb is to excavate to 3 inches below finished grade. This will vary based on the application of the type of native soil. Soils that are sandy, silty, or contain a lot of clay will require additional excavation, perhaps 4 to 6 inches below finished grade. Time to prepare your base. Forest Green recommends adding up to 4 inches of road base. You will need it to spread it carefully and compact. On top of the already compact road base, add 1 to 1.5 inches of decomposed granite. This is a critical step in the installation process, so be sure to get a good compaction on your subbase. This is typically done with a vibratory plate compactor, roller, or a hand tamper to get those hard to reach areas and tight corners. Be sure to wet down your base as you're compacting it to help remove any voids or air spaces. Measure and cut the appropriate length or linear feet of artificial grass. Rough cut the edges. Put your artificial grass in place. Rough cut the perimeter, making sure to leave at least a couple of inches of excess. Remember, artificial grass has a grain to it, and the grain always needs to be pointing to the same direction. As a general rule, you want the grain pointing towards the direction it's going to be viewed from most often. So in front yards, the grain points towards the street. In backyards, it points towards the house. Seam your artificial grass. When seaming your artificial grass, you want to pay particular attention to the distance between the adjoining stitch rows. Pay attention to the gauge. This is the distance between stitch rows. It's normally 3/8 of an inch. When preparing your pieces to seam, you want to ensure you maintain that gouge. If you're too close to the edges, it will bunch up and the seam will be noticeable. If you're too far apart, there will be a gap and the seam will also be noticeable. Place your seaming tape under the turf and secure with 5-inch nails. When done, pour the seaming glue and spread. Be careful that the gouges will not go under the turf. And finish securing both sides of your seam with nails every 3 to 4 inches. Fine cut the edges. Now you want a more precisely cut of your perimeter. After that, secure the turf using 5-inch nails every 3 to 4 inches along all the perimeter to prevent puckering in the turf. Only drive the nails 3/4 inch of the way. Separate the blades of grass to avoid the blades being pulled down with the nail. Brush up and infill your artificial grass. Your artificial grass has been rolled up for a couple of weeks, so you will need to brush it up with a power broom. This step also helps to prepare your artificial grass for the application of infill. Pour your infill. Infill serves 2 purposes: to add weight and to help maintain the blade standing. Forest Green recommends adding 1 up to 1.5 pounds per square feet. Brush up again your artificial grass. This second application of brushing is to help ensure the infill is evenly spread and lets the granules drop down to the bottom of your artificial turf. Finally, clean up and remove all the job-related debris. You are now finished with your artificial grass installation. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit our website at forestgreenartificialgrass.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, forestgreen.artificialgrass.